All right, so I'm going over my insurance information before I sign up because I it's my first year I get to do it at work, and I wanted to know what was the right plan to choose. Where am I saving money? Where can I, take care of myself here? Because I know how much I make every year, and I've looked at the single because Violet gets insurance through ISU, and Scarlett qualified for Medicaid um, through the ACA a couple years ago, and she's still on it. So I don't have to really worry about her being on my insurance right now. Now, for a single plan, as you're probably looking here, the silver plan, because there's four plans on my insurance. Silver plan is one of the lower tiers. It's an 80/20. The premium is really affordable at $77.50 every 2 weeks, so every paycheck. So that comes to $155 a month. The deductible is $3,250. Now, what I did here is I broke it down for how much I would need to put aside every month to cover my deductible, to kind of figure out what would it be for the year monthly that I would be spending. So my deductible needs to be about $271 a month to cover that. So roughly every month it comes to $426, which comes to $5,112 for the year. Then the gold plan, 80/20 as well, 192. It's a little bit more a month. Kind of makes some people nervous when they see that, like that extra 40. That makes a difference sometimes for people. The deductible is less, so it's only 187.50, and it comes to 379.50 for the month, which comes to 4,540. Sorry, 4,554 for the year for insurance purposes. Platinum plan, which is a 90/10, which is better than an 80/20. It is more a month. Each paycheck is $123.50, so that's $247 for the month. But the deductible is $1,000. So that's only $83 a month I'd have to set aside to cover my deductible. So then I'm only paying really $330 a month, which comes to $3,960 for the year, which is much more economical versus the silver plan. Then you have the bronze plan. So let's say don't make a lot of money, or you are on a very tight budget. The monthly is super affordable at $102, right? But then the deductible is over $5,200. So I would have to put aside $437.50 to cover my deductible. So I'm actually spending more a month than I would be if I got my platinum plan, because I'd be spending $6,474 for the year. Wow, that is a monstrous difference. Now they cover the same thing. It's just choosing what you can budget every month, and are you going to use the insurance? I don't know. What happens if I fall down, get in a car accident, break my leg? What happens if I find out I have cancer? What happens if I have certain things? I don't know. If I was 20, bronze plan, boom, yeah, of course. But I'm 41. I have kids. My life's, you get to this age where you got to figure out, like, I don't know, I might need insurance. I've been pretty healthy, but you never know. And then I thought, well, what happens if I had to put the kids on and I needed a family plan? And it's the same silver, gold, platinum, 80/20, 90/10. But the difference in what I'd have to pay, a $668 difference if I did the silver plan, a $653 difference for these two plans to add my kids on, to come to the total of adding my kids on, 13,000 for the year, 12,000, a little almost 12,000 for the year. I'm spending to have a family, to have insurance. Now, let's look at the bronze plan. The most affordable premium, but the deductible is $10,500. I break that down in 12 months. That's $875 a month. That is a mortgage. Okay? The difference is $734 per month if I added a family onto the bronze plan. And it'd be over $15,000 for the year for a family on the bronze plan that you would have to pay. And it's an 80/20. So you still have to pay that 20% of the incident on top of all this. In Canada, and I'm going to bring this up, in Canada, a family who makes about $60,000 a year spends under $6,000 a year in healthcare taxes. The whole family. While a family in America is spending $15,000 for the year, or or on the low end, 11,793. Canada, under $6,000 for a family that makes under 60,000. So I make roughly that a year. And if I want to cover my kids, even so, for myself, the lowest end is almost $4,000. That's just me. That's not my kids. That's just me. Why are we fighting about healthcare in this country? Why are not more people upset that this is what we're living with? We're living with $15,000 to spend for the year, a $10,000 deductible. And usually the bronze plan is where the people on the tight budget look because the premiums are so much smaller. Because you're thinking, well, we might not get sick. So this is the emergency plan. This is just for emergency purposes. But still, you have to come up with $10,000 versus $2,000. I'm spending $3,500 less a year having this plan. I'm actually saving money with this plan versus this one if it all gets used. And it's a 90-10. So I'm only spending 10% of the incident versus 20% of the incident. I mean, is my math, am I just kind of overreaching here of understanding how this is not working? And then to top it off, nowadays you hear, well, we don't take that plan anymore. We don't take this plan. We don't take that plan. We got to make sure that insurance is covered first. What plan do you have? Is it an HMO? Is it a PPO? Well, this is out of network. This is in network. You can have this procedure, but you can't have that procedure. And this doesn't include dental and vision. This doesn't include that. I have to pay for that separate. That's an addition I have to pay for. Never understood why dental does not get included with regular insurance. I don't know why. Or why we can't. I don't know. It's just very mind-boggling to me, the whole thing. I mean, the difference is how much we spend a year, how much a family spends a year in premiums and deductibles for the year. $13,000, $12,000, $11,000, $15,000 in deductibles and premiums for the year. And we're going, universal healthcare is socialist. But capitalism here is working great for the working class family, I see. Yeah, working class family that's on a budget. Because, the minimum wage is $13.50 in the city of Chicago. But if you make this, you most likely would get Medicaid. So you are able to get the government health care because you'd only be making $25,000 for the year pre-tax. I mean, these people here could only afford this a month, but then they're spending $15,000 for the year when they only make $25,000. So minimum wage people would get Medicaid. You would most likely qualify, especially if you have children. They would at least qualify. But if you have money and you make $60,000 a year, you have to go with this. So I just felt like sharing. Thank you for listening to my rant. Just think about your insurance. Think about what you go through when you see a doctor or go to the hospital or what you ever have to deal with. And if you have to decide, do we pay the mortgage or do we pay the insurance? Or do we pay groceries or the car bill or the electric or the gas or the water? How do you pay it? Have a good night. Thanks for listening.